Welcome to the Colosseum, a crash course in time travel. Imagine standing in the heart of ancient Rome, surrounded by the echoes of gladiators and the roar of the crowd. This is your gateway to a world long past, yet vividly alive in our imaginations. Congratulations, you've just won a one-way trip to ancient Rome. Picture yourself stepping through the city gates, greeted by the hustle and bustle of a civilization that laid the foundations for much of our modern world. Don't worry, it's not all bad. Yes, there's no internet, the plumbing is questionable, and the emperor might feed you to a lion. But there's also a rich tapestry of culture, innovation, and history waiting to be explored. But hey, think of the Instagram opportunities. Imagine the likes you'll get with selfies in front of the Colosseum or candid shots of ancient Roman life. Your social media will be the envy of all your friends. Before you start packing your toga and sandals, let's talk survival. Ancient Rome was a city of splendor and squalor, culture and cruelty. It was a place where the grandeur of the empire coexisted with the harsh realities of daily life. To navigate its bustling streets and avoid becoming lion lunch, you'll need a crash course in Roman life. From understanding the social hierarchy to mastering the local customs, every detail could mean the difference between thriving and merely surviving. This isn't your typical history lesson. We're going beyond the textbooks, diving headfirst into the sights, sounds and smells of the ancient world. You'll experience the vibrancy of Roman markets, the grandeur of their architecture, and the complexity of their social interactions. Get ready to learn how to choose your social circle and your social status, master the art of Roman bathing and avoid becoming entangled in political plots. The bathhouses were more than just places to get clean. They were social hubs where alliances were formed and broken. Survival in ancient Rome was a delicate dance, a balancing act between blending in and standing out. You'll need to know when to speak up and when to stay silent, who to trust and who to avoid. So buckle up, time traveler, and get ready for the adventure of a lifetime. This journey through ancient Rome will be filled with excitement, danger, and discovery. Are you ready to step back in time and experience history like never before? Citizen, slave, or senator, choosing your Roman adventure. Imagine stepping back in time to the bustling streets of ancient Rome, where every decision you make could alter the course of your life. First things first, let's talk identity. In ancient Rome, who you were wasn't just about your name or your family, it was about your place in society. In ancient Rome, your social standing determined everything: where you lived, what you wore, and even who you could talk to. It was a world where your status was your destiny. Think of it like a giant toga-clad caste system. Your rank in this hierarchy could open doors or slam them shut. At the top, you had the senators, the wealthy elite who ruled the roost. These were the power brokers, the decision makers, the ones who shaped the future of Rome. Below them were the citizens, your average Roman Joe, working hard, paying taxes, and enjoying the occasional gladiatorial spectacle. They were the backbone of Roman society, contributing to its economy and culture. And then, at the bottom of the social ladder, were the slaves. These individuals had the least freedom, but were integral to the functioning of Roman households and businesses. Now, you might be tempted by the luxurious life of a senator, but trust me, it's not all it's cracked up to be. The wealth and power came with immense pressure and constant danger. Roman politics was a blood sport, full of backstabbing, poisonings and power struggles that would make even the most ambitious politician blush. It was a high-stakes game where one wrong move could be your last. Being a citizen wasn't exactly a walk in the park either, with its crowded streets, constant threat of fire and questionable sanitation. Life was a daily struggle, but it had its own rewards and sense of community. But hey, at least you wouldn't be someone's property. You had rights, albeit limited, and the freedom to make your own choices. That brings us to slavery, the least glamorous option on the Roman social menu. Slaves were the workforce behind the grandeur of Rome, often treated as mere tools rather than people. While it might not be the life you envisioned, being a slave in a wealthy household could offer a surprising amount of security and even some perks. Some slaves managed to earn their freedom and rise in society. The choice, dear time traveler, is yours. Choose wisely. Each path offers its own unique challenges and opportunities. Your life in ancient Rome depends on it. Whether you aim for the power of a senator, the freedom of a citizen, or the resilience of a slave, your adventure awaits in the heart of the ancient empire. The Forum, where to see and be seen and not get robbed. Imagine a bustling marketplace, a political arena, and a religious centre all rolled into one. The Forum was the epicenter of Roman life, a place where the pulse of the city could be felt in every corner. That's the Roman Forum in a nutshell. It was a microcosm of the entire Roman Empire, encapsulating its grandeur, its politics, and its everyday life. This sprawling plaza was the beating heart of the city, a place where emperors rubbed shoulders with merchants and gossip spread faster than wildfire. It was a melting pot of different classes and cultures, all converging in one dynamic space. Whether you were there to witness a triumphal procession, argue a case in court, or simply catch up on the latest rumors, the Forum was the place to be. It was a stage where the drama of Roman life played out daily, from grand celebrations to heated debates. Of course, with so much activity, it's no surprise that the Forum was also a haven for pickpockets, con artists, and other unsavory characters. The sheer volume of people made it a prime target for those looking to make a quick profit at someone else's expense. Think of it like an ancient Roman version of Times Square, only with more togas and fewer flashing billboards. The energy was palpable and the atmosphere was electric, but it also came with its own set of risks. To avoid becoming a victim of the Forum's less reputable inhabitants, keep a tight grip on your belongings. The crowded conditions made it easy for thieves to operate, so vigilance was key. Be wary of strangers offering you deals that seem too good to be true. Scammers were always on the lookout for unsuspecting victims, ready to pounce with their too good to be true offers. And remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. In a place as vibrant and chaotic as the Roman Forum, a healthy dose of skepticism could go a long way in keeping you safe. So, while the Forum was undoubtedly the place to see and be seen, it was also a place where one had to stay sharp and be aware of their surroundings. Enjoy the sights, sounds and experiences, but always keep your wits about you. With a little caution and common sense, you could fully immerse yourself in the vibrant life of the Roman Forum without falling prey to its darker elements. After all, the Forum was a place of wonder and excitement, a true testament to the grandeur of ancient Rome. Gladiators and games, thrills, spills and staying alive. Let's face it, no trip to ancient Rome would be complete without a visit to the Colosseum. This iconic amphitheatre was the stage for some of the most brutal and exhilarating spectacles the ancient world had ever seen. We're talking gladiatorial combat, wild animal hunts, and even mock naval battles. It was reality TV, Roman style, and the audience ate it up. Now, if you think reality TV is brutal today, imagine watching gladiators battle to the death, armed with swords, shields, and the hopes and dreams of thousands of screaming fans. Of course, if you weren't a fan of violence, there were always the chariot races, which were just as exciting and significantly less bloody. But whether you were cheering for your favorite gladiator or holding your breath as chariots thundered around the track, a day at the Colosseum was an experience you wouldn't soon forget. Just remember to pack a cushion. Those stone seats were murder on the backside. Poison, Plots and Palaces, Roman Politics, 101, Survival Edition. Ah, Roman politics. A world of power struggles, backstabbing and enough poison to make a Borgia blush. This wasn't your average political debate, this was a Game of Thrones, Roman style, and the stakes were incredibly high. One wrong move, one ill-advised comment, and you could find yourself on the wrong end of a poisoned fig or worse. The key to surviving Roman politics? Keep your head down, your mouth shut, and your enemies closer. Don't trust anyone, especially those who claim to be your friends. And whatever you do, avoid making eye contact with the emperor after he's had a few glasses of wine. Trust me on that one. Bathhouses and beyond Roman hygiene and social etiquette. Think of Roman bathhouses as the ancient equivalent of a spa, a gym, and a social club, all rolled into one. These were places where Romans went not just to get clean, although that was a definite perk, but also to socialize, network, and maybe even conduct a little business on the side. Now, before you grab your towel and head for the nearest bathhouse, there are a few things you should know. First of all, forget about personal space. Roman bathhouses were crowded, chaotic, and often smelled like a mixture of sweat, olive oil, and whatever else people were using to exfoliate. Second, modesty was not exactly a Roman virtue. While there were separate baths for men and women, mixed bathing wasn't unheard of, so be prepared for anything. And finally, don't even think about bringing your own soap. The Romans had their own unique cleansing routine involving olive oil and a curved scraper called a strigil. Just go with it. Roman Reflections, a glimpse into the past, a question for the future. So there you have it. A whirlwind tour of ancient Rome and a few tips to help you survive if you ever find yourself on the wrong side of a time portal. It was a world of contradictions, a place of both great beauty and unspeakable cruelty, of intellectual brilliance and political intrigue. As you reflect on your hypothetical journey through time, one question remains. Where will your next adventure take you? Will you brave the pyramids of ancient Egypt, the bustling streets of medieval London, or perhaps the futuristic cities of tomorrow? The possibilities are endless, and the choice, dear time traveler, is yours.